That's why I was. That's the only reason I was like try to make it quick. Yeah, this is cold in the floor. Hey, for real, you said 30. I'm thinking I'm finna be here for a minute. Oh shit, that's around the corner. You did. Ooh.
Odell, does Athletes Compound have a Twitter?
No, I use my Twitter for it because
okay.
Elon did all that extra stuff. Yeah, that shit be going on.
Just sharing it out, then we'll do the intro. Oh, I think everybody can hear me say that. Great.
Super professional.
Good girl. What you got, baby? What is this, boo? That's all you see over there? I just use the other guy.
Are you gonna clean it tomorrow?
I am. That's why my face looks.
Huh?
She asked. She's the first one to ask about it. I just forgot to do it. She's like, holy. I'm like, what? Run down somebody the whole back of it. I'm like, oh gosh.
Time to huddle up. It's the Turf District Podcast. Welcome back to the Turf District, where we huddle up to talk all things Edmonton Elks and the CFL, and we are a proud member of the Canadian Football Podcast Network. I'm Andrew, and thank you for joining us in the virtual Turf District. You might have heard a little bit of us earlier on as we did the countdown, but boy, we have a fun guest tonight. Thank you for joining us on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, whatever they call that. Thank you for joining us all the same. and making sure that you're part of our crew tonight. Make sure you're sharing that out so that we can get other people watching. You may also be downloading the podcast and or listening on Edmonton Sports Talk Radio. And if you are doing that, thank you again for tuning in and sharing the link as you can. We very much appreciate it. Let's bring in first our good friend from a little bit down south. There she is. There's the committee. Oh, geez, I brought in our guest at the same time.
That's more fun anyway.
You know what? This is much more fun. We might as well just bring in everybody at the same time. Oh, well, there we go.
Well, he's basically a co-host at this point.
At this point, I mean, we got to have, yeah, okay. Now, Odell, you got to take yourself off mute, though, because I can't unmute you from here. There you are. All right.
Yeah, I didn't want my kids in the background screaming.
You know what? Your kids are allowed. We love them. We love having them on. So it's amazing.
At least this time we were prepared, because last time it was just too much for my heart to handle. I don't know about you, Andrew.
We love it. We love it. We love having them on. Odell, thank you for joining us once again.
Thank you all for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're live from Athletes Compound.
We live from Athletes Compound, baby. 99 38 67 Ave. Come see me, man. One-stop shop for everything you need.
This is amazing. This is amazing. So how many people you got coming in there on a regular basis now? It's got to be growing.
Oh, man, yeah. We started with about, when I first opened, about a good 35, 40, but now we probably at about a good 100, 115 on the regular.
Wow, that's awesome.
Nice.
And it's all personal training, so it's not like open gym where people just come in. So that's basically 100 plus people booking for sessions.
Wow. And how many personal trainers you got going on there now? Obviously you do some, but how many do you got going on with that many people?
Yeah. Actually, I had to get I got 3 trainers. I have another male trainer and I have 2 lady trainers now.
Oh, that's amazing.
So basically we need to get put through the ringer.
Yeah, come on down to Athletes Compound. We got what you need, man. This ain't your regular okie doke gym type workout. You know, we train the athletes of all sports. It's not just football or baseball or soccer or hockey specific. It's athletes training.
That, oh man, that's you know what? I feel like we could do like a live pod from there and everybody could watch me die on screen. It'd be amazing.
Hey, I got the perfect setup. See, I got the compound logo in the background for you. We could do it there, or we could do it right here. I got another room.
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, gotta have that double E up in there.
That's see, that's perfect. It's perfect. We're all set. Now, I gotta ask you, Odell, because the last time you were on, we were using the old system, so you didn't get to see the intro, but today you got to see and hear the intro. Now, do you remember that from your playing days? Because that intro used to be right before you guys ran on the field.
Yeah, I need that. I need that one. That one gave me a little bit of chills. I was like, oh, okay. I see what they doing.
All I could think of every time I hear it is you doing the woos as you're coming out of the I'm like, it's got to be Odell. They were thinking it was Odell right from the get-go.
Yeah, man, I need that. I'm like, oh snap! I like this little intro. That was what's up, man. Y'all stepping it up.
We got to step up our game when we get guys like you on. Got to make sure that's important.
Hey, it's always a good thing when you leveling up, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, but why is that orange jersey in the back of it's throwing me off right now. He's a great guy, great player, but it's green and gold.
There is some, but yeah, I just have a special connection with VA. I consider him a friend, so gotta shout him out. That was a personalized jersey from him. So if somebody else were to give me a green and gold personalized jersey, I'll put it up there. Don't you?
It's all good. I got one of my best friends up here.
Wow! That's Sean Lemon.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I got it hanging up in Got it hanging up in the gym, 100 sack club boys.
That's it's good. It's good to have a club. It's good to have a club.
I'm pretty sure that was a contentious thing last time you were on too. Your eyes went straight to that jersey and you called me out last time. So
yeah,
it's on.
You got to get a Michael Riley jersey up in there.
There you go. That's what we need.
Maybe the next best thing, Ricky Ray.
Yeah, he's right there.
He's right there, but Michael Riley's the last one to bring a cup to the city.
Fair.
That's fair.
Fair.
That is fair.
That's very fair. All right.
What does your toque say? Does it say it just says the mayor?
The mayor.
That's
The
amazing.
mayor. But then if you flip it around, sorry, baby. It's so sorry, mamas. Then you got
the compound. Oh, that's amazing. So cool. So cool. You got that merch there. We better come grab some merch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. See,
nice.
set up. It's lovely.
Wait, is that like a
sleeveless hoodies?
Yes.
I do like those. I don't know if I can pull it off. I'm not built properly, but I do like joggers. Them. Oh, see, look at that.
Andrew, you got to get to the compound to get built properly. Come on.
I guess that's the case. I got to get there. Yeah.
Pull up on me.
That's something like that. Caleb, before you start with your questions, I do want to give a quick shout out to everybody that came to the Canadian the CFL Fans Fight Cancer event that we had 2 weeks ago. I just want to make sure that I mention that before it goes away. And thank you to Brian Cheeseman for the donation, and to Janelle, of course, who brought a donation as well. The Elks Herd for bringing a donation, and we raised almost $1,000 just in Edmonton, and it was also amazing to get right across Canada. We raised almost $7,000 already of the $40,000 goal for CFL Fans Fight Cancer this year. So really, really well done. Thank you to everybody who was a part of it and showed up and was at the first round, because it was great. And thanks to first round, because it was a great time. So, all right, go ahead, Kayla.
We're good to go. All right, so let's get talking a little bit about the initiative you have going on. So you sent us a link for the Canadian High School Football Showcase, but tell us a little bit more about the event and how it came to be.
This event came about, first of all, last year when I was just trying to figure out why the high school kids basically in Edmonton not getting exposed, because you have a lot of good athletes around this city. And I've seen a number of them come through my gym. So I'm just like, just asking them, how are you doing in school? Like, what are you doing to get exposure? And it's just like, basically, coach, we on our own. And I'm like, what? So, I went to the other little leagues around here that they have with the Selects and the Football Alberta. So I'm just watching, like, because I'm like, these the football programs besides the high school, how are they getting the kids exposed? And not to hate on none of those programs. They doing a great job by, having extra initiatives for kids to play football. But at the end of the day, these kids want exposure to go down south. No matter how many football camps, 7-on-7s, the Selects or the Golden Bear do, at the end of the day, it's about getting these kids down south. Youth sports is cool, but at the end of the day, they're not giving out enough money for these kids to basically play and live off of. So I'm like, I know for a fact these kids can go down south and get, one, they have the grades. That's the biggest thing. So with them having the grades, they are already ahead of guys like me when I came out. I was a 5-star athlete, but I didn't have no grades. So my scholarships started dropping. So these kids got the grades. Some of them got the film. So it's like, you should at least be able to play D2, NIA somewhere for free. Yeah. And just to shift the topic, I have, in the time I've been open, I got 4 kids scholarships. 2 of those kids have committable scholarships, meaning that the school's waiting on them to sign the paper. And those 2 kids basically have gotten $22,000 in scholarship money, meaning when they sign that paper, all they got to do is go visit the campus and figure out what apartment they want to stay in. That's the only thing they got to pay for.
Nice.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
So I'm like, if these people really for these kids and trying to help these kids, why they not getting them exposed like they should? So that's where the idea came from. And I brought Tuskegee up here to a spring game that was in Spruce Grove, actually at the facility where we did our football 2015 training camp at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Brought them up here. It was like 12 schools. And I was just like, hey, man, what you think? Because I spent my own money. I just wanted to see what it was about. And he was like, man, there's some kids up here could play. Like, when can I come back? And I was just like, all I heard was come back. And I'm like, if he come back, I got plenty of guys that I done played with that's now coaching. Bro, y'all come back up here. And only reason the coaches don't come back up here because they have no connections. So it's like, what a school like Clemson or somebody want to come up here? Who do they know besides going online? And you really can't go online and find a kid a 4 or 5 star like you can in the States. Right. It's just not here. The exposure for these kids just not here. So all this came about. Me and my team, like I said, I got a tech guy. We building the app so these kids can get exposed. Awesome. March 23rd, we having like I said, I'm bringing 7 schools up here. Nobody's doing this. You can look, folks can say they doing it. You're not. I done did my research. I have IMG Academy coming. So if kids want to reclassify and do an extra year in high school and you say that you like that, well, we got the almighty IMG here. So show them what you can do. And if they like it, you know you going to get a ride from them. And on top of IMG, we have Hawaii coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Hawaii.
Impressive.
Yeah, we got Hawaii coming. We got Tuskegee coming back. We got Virginia Union. We got Missouri Valley. We got Wheeling University. Like, I'm going to have at least 10 coaches standing on the side at this showcase watching these kids go through these combines and do these 1-on-1s and 7-on-7s. And the showcase is for kids. It's not just for senior ball kids. It's formatted for how we are at the state. So any kids in the 9th grade all the way up to first-year junior ball players can attend this camp because junior ball players don't get no exposure whatsoever. Right.
Yeah.
So this is basically if you say you like that, this is the spot where you need to be at. You don't have to be a part of no team. You ain't got to go to the States. And it's only $3.99.
Wow.
But we got a kicker. Due to the generous people of Edmonton, I thank y'all because we got some people that really care about the kids, that we are sponsoring 100 kids for this event. Meaning 100 kids, it's a catch. 100 kids can attend this event for free if they write a 500-word essay.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
They got to write a 500-word essay about what football, the community, and all this mean for them.
That is incredible. I like how you use more of both, like that, because you said grades are important, but that academic. So they write a good paper or essay, but it also comes from the heart. So you know that it's of value more. So like it just combines everything, right?
Exactly.
The physicality, the academics, but also like the heart of the matter. I love it. Oh,
yes, exactly. Like I said, I would love for y'all to be there live. We'll get y'all a spot set up in the corner where y'all can broadcast it. Because like I say, you got a couple of people talking about, it's CFL players everywhere doing this. It's cash grabs and all this. So I'm like, cash grab? I can't promote an IMG without their permission. I can't promote these schools without their permission. That's a lawsuit. So
absolutely.
Why would I risk my freedom and my time with my family promote false advertisement?
Right.
Yeah.
They just mad because they can't do it. They can't do what the mayor do. The mayor is finna expose the country, not just Edmonton, because I want kids from all over to come to this. And this is not a one-time thing. This is about to be an annual thing. Actually, we would have had at least 20 schools, but I booked the booking. When I booked it was too early. So, you know, NCAA, they have like rules when they can and can't recruit.
Oh, okay.
If I'd have had this event after April 15th, I'd have had Tennessee, Clemson, South Florida
Really?
on my kids. Like, I can show you the receipts because I can show you the text because I keep receipts because I hate people who try to say, oh, he just talked. Because if you go look at my last IG post, I had to let folks know I'm not in this. I'm not no little fish in this. I'm a big fish. I got connections. So stop running your mouths and stop holding these kids back from a great opportunity because it's something you can't do. Let these kids come out here and get exposed. And if they get, and just say Hawaii wants your kid, I would pub it and say, hey, this program trained this kid to come to this showcase and they got signed. Because it's not about, oh, I'm getting all the shine. Yeah, I did it. But at the end of the day, if you got a kid that can play, let's pub your kid and see can he play. It's not about me. It's about exposing the kids. You know what I'm saying? I done had my time. I want these kids to experience what I had and experience the right way of basically getting recruited and scouted.
So when it comes to, I guess, reaching out and making connections, I know that Keon Raymond is involved. So how did you guys hook up with this whole new showcase? And do you have, like, what's your stretch? Do you have anybody else like kind of on the outs wanting in to get involved and help you out?
Well, yes. Keon, he reached out. He was like, man, what you think about doing it? And I'm like, I was already planning to do one. So if you want to do it, let's collab and do it. So that's how that came about. But I also do have Shamad Chambers coming to the showcase because he's doing big things. Y'all should check him out. He also got a thing. He's working with a lot of pro CFL guys. He even worked with Zach Caleros, Bo Levi, and Trey Ford this past off season. He doing his own thing called Out the Chamber. And what's is a cool thing about that is, like I say, the connections we have. So I have a lot of guys, coach, what I need to do to work on my receiver skills. Hey, I got a receiver coach for you. Shamad, how can you help my guys be better as a receiver? Right. Because I'm a defense end. I'm not finna take your money and talk about let's do some receiver drills. I never played receiver a day in my life. So that would be money grabbing and conning people. Right. But I'm not that person. What the compound does is reach out to people who have did it at a high level that can train you. So I have at least 5 or 10 kids from Edmonton that Shamad basically trains. He sends them videos. They go to the field, do their drills with the tripod, send their videos back, and he's basically coaching them virtually here while he's in Toronto.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
So it's not no mom and pop thing we doing. You have real live players giving you real live feedback. And you can ask any of my kids, even the kids that got that potential. I'll FaceTime one of my guys like, yeah, this the coach from Clemson. Check them out. And they just, they be froze. I had an info session here. Probably about a month ago to let parents and students know what you need to do in the classroom, what you need to go about. And I think the parents were more excited than the kids because they was asking more questions than the kids, just like. And like I say, it was only $20 for you to come in here and ask these coaches. It lasted 3 hours. So who else getting coaches of that caliber, Power 5, D2, D3, to take 3 hours of their time to talk to you? Nobody else is doing this. But everybody claims they for the kids. Well, show me. Don't talk me to sleep. Show me. Because the mayor, I'm not, these kids don't have time for y'all to keep wasting. Either show them you can help them or let them go alone. Simple.
Now I can vouch for the fact that Odell looks out for his kids because I called a high school game at September last year. And you know who was there? Odell. And you know what he was doing? He was talking to his guys to say, okay, this was good. We're going to train this day. How do we do this? And I was blown away because those kids, they know who you are. Like they watched you play, and now they're getting to learn from guys like you, and it is a big deal.
Mhm.
I have Isaac asked a question here. He said, "What about D line? I'm guessing that you teach D line."
Oh yes. Yeah, like D-line linebacker, that's all me. That front seven, that box, I
Yep.
do that. You know what I'm saying? I played it. I got plenty of film on it. If you want DB work, I got DBs for you. It's just about who you feel comfortable with, who you want to train you, who you want, like I say, to looking at your film. It's on you because I have it there for you. And once I hook you up with them, now it's not on me to make sure you checking them because I'm gonna see in the group chat, are you going to him once a week? Are you getting the coaching you need? Are you taking the initiative to get better? Because if I lead you to water, it's on you to drink. Now I can't be hitting you up saying, hey, you talk to your coach. Hey, you talk to your coach, because now you really not invested. You just talking.
Yeah.
We buy action, boss.
I love it. I love it. Now, how do high school kids get involved? And specifically, Isaac was also asking, how does a kid apply for that sponsored spot?
We will have the link since we got the sponsor. We had to go back and do the registration page to put the links on there. So the registration page will be ready for all that information come Thursday.
Okay. And then we will share out the link on Thursday for sure. And that way then everyone knows where to find it. I think if you want to pre-look at it, you did send me a link, and I'm going to bring that up just so that I make sure that I say it correctly, because I don't want to mess it up here. It is chsfs.ca. That's
bingo.
chsfs.ca, and I will I'll get a little banner up here that we'll be able to put that up so that people, if they want to have a look at it, then they can double check and kind of get ahead of the game. But then we know we'll tweet that out on Thursday when we know that it is all set to go with all the links. Does that work?
Yeah, and like I say, even if they don't want to wait, they can go ahead and pay for it now.
Right.
But the thing is, Thursday, if they want that opportunity to get their refund back, come on now, give us a good 500-word essay. Don't come on there and just skedaddle, because I got 2 teachers that's part of my team that's gonna review it. So it ain't me reviewing it. I got actual teachers reviewing it.
Oh,
that's amazing. That I love that idea, Odell. I love the fact that you have that backing.
Yeah, you just not finna write no paper and think, oh yeah, no.
The real deal with Odell. That's it.
Yeah, you gotta. We need this to be. I don't need no chat GPS these kids using to spit out. Nah, you don't use them big words.
Perfect. Oh, that's amazing. Before we get on to some other questions, Leanne was asking, when is this happening again? And is there room for spectators?
March 23rd, baby. It's going down at TTC, and we got room for anybody who want to come watch this wonderful event. Because like I say, it's the first like it that I know of, and if somebody say they did one earlier, please prove me wrong and show me the videos. But like I said, I don't know nobody else bringing coaches from the States up here to put on a combine for these kids to get exposed.
And that's you said at TTC?
Yes, sir. The Turf Training Center down in Nisku.
Okay, perfect. Excellent.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yes.
Yep. And I would like to thank Explore Edmonton for giving us sponsorship on our hotels. We choosing the Sandman as our official sponsor for the showcase. So anybody out of town who coming in from the showcase, make sure you tap into the Sandman on the south side.
Incredible.
Awesome. We got a couple people already saying road trip, and everybody coming to.
Let's go.
This should be great. I'm excited about it. Now, as we're talking about some of these this level of kids playing. Are you getting involved in the world championships that are happening here? Because I know that's happening pretty soon. Same type of level of play.
I mean, I would love to, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody. We got our own thing going
Oh,
on.
sure.
Or
Yeah.
best of luck, because I ain't gonna start nothing. I'm gonna keep. I ain't gonna do no clickbait, but
Okay.
I text this one particular guy saying, "Hey, IMG is coming up here," and the reason why I text him because they sent out a mass email to their players saying, "Hey, you should check out this IMG camp for $2,000," and I'm like, I got IMG coming up here for $399, so why would you tell them
Right.
this? Just tell them to come to our camp. We could collab together and promote it. I have no problem with that.
Right.
Man, like I said, I got the receipts. I got the screenshots, so they can't say they didn't say it. You can't say, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." I have the screenshots. So
All right.
come on, let's not play this game. Though
Yeah.
I'm not the one to play with.
Odell is bringing the tea.
Oh yeah, I got receipts because my thing is I'm trying to work with everybody to help these kids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm a new guy, you know what I'm saying? Well, not so new, but new into this world of them. But everybody thinks, oh, they know it all, or we don't need it. And I'm just like, yo, I'm just trying to help kids just like y'all trying to help. Or y'all really trying to help these kids, or y'all really in it for the money?
Right.
Because if y'all really
Yeah.
trying to help these kids, y'all should have been did this. I'm less than a year in, and I got 4 kids with scholarship offers.
Yep.
Come on, man. Let's just be real about what's going on.
I'm curious what happens after this showcase, though, to see what, then how many are you talking about, right? Because I happen to know a couple of the kids that you are talking about that are going to be there that I'm like, oh, this would be a great opportunity for them.
Man, I can't wait because I got some hey, y'all know the mayor. I got some stuff up my sleeve. Like TV, like movies do spin-offs. I got a spin-off that's finna be even better than the showcase.
Oh, fantastic. You're going to be on the show so much this year. It's going to be amazing. We have so many things to talk about. This is
Because
great.
we
Yeah.
need to get this info out to these kids so they can get up out of here. I'm trying to break the cycle. Like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but the cycle has been Wildcats, Huskies, Golden Bears.
Yes.
That's just what it is. That's just the realness of it. Like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect none of those organizations. I'm just trying to break the cycle because kids here can play.
Mhm.
So they don't need to get stuck in the cycle when they could play.
Yeah.
Now, if it don't work, yeah, you can come back. But 9 times out of 10, the talent I'm saying, these kids are not coming back.
Yeah.
They're not. They can play. They can freaking play. That's why I laugh at the ratio because I'm like, that was for the 70s and 80s. Yeah, the talent was different. Canadian kids can play freaking football right now. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of Canadian partners I would take over American guys. So let's not get these kids stuck. Let's get these kids out here and expose how they're supposed to be exposed.
And that's how you grow Canadian football too, is having those resources and the expansion of these Canadian kids getting the opportunity down south. And then they realize, oh, hey, there's actual talent up north. Why aren't we taking advantage? Boom, there's your growth. There's your exposure.
And then it builds the grassroots of the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Oh, I think you're heading out there. He's well, let's see what happens with the feed there. This sounds truly amazing. I'm excited about seeing this and seeing the fruits of this labor. It's going to be unbelievable.
Absolutely. So do we want to move on to some Elks news?
Oh, sure. Have at her.
I mean, you may be new to the showcase, but you're a vet when it comes to the Elks and the Edmonton team. So we want to get some of your thoughts on how the Elks are moving so far in the season. Well, the preseason, I should say.
I like the moves. I like the moves. Got a veteran guy to lead the young guy. I mean, who gonna start? We don't know.
Yeah.
So
I have to think it's going to be MBT to start because
Given the
just
paycheck.
correct. That's my guess. But
think about this though. Think about this. How many games did Trey Ford play in college?
I
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll just say give or take college U Sports. They play what 8 or 9 games.
was going to say he probably played somewhere in the realm of 15, 16, I'm guessing, because I think he only played for the 2 seasons.
Exactly. So
Ah.
you got a kid that done played 2 seasons. And let's just be real. How many games, if he played 15 games, how many of those games was real competition that he played?
Yeah, it's, well, probably in the middle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you want a kid with 16 games of youth sport experience to come in and save a franchise?
Fair.
And that's kind of what we were saying before, is that I get the whole idea of MBT coming in to help mentor him. I just hope that he's open to that mentorship, because I think it would be huge for him as he goes forward.
And that's what I said, because you learning from a guy who done been through different leagues. He just seen it all. He done won. So why not learn from him, especially when you ain't ready? Last year was the most competition you done played against in your whole career, your whole lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the biggest competition he's probably ever had.
So technically that's like his junior year of college.
Fair. Yeah.
But we want him to make a miracle. You know what I'm saying? We want Jones to make a miracle when we have an undeveloped quarterback, and there's nothing wrong with that. But he has to be out there to see so he can develop. So we got to be patient with these things. We got to look at the whole aspect of just wanting to win now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, there's no disrespect on Trey. It's just like he hasn't had enough experience, and he ain't had enough bullets shot at him to know how to win.
That's completely fair. And that's like my misinterpretation too of how many games he actually played. And when you have that in context, my opinion may have just changed on this whole movement.
I mean, we're all Trey fans, so it's gonna we know where it's coming from, right? But
I'm a big Trey fan. It's just we got to understand his development and growth. So look at the quarterbacks we had before him. They didn't play 2 or 3 years. Some of them what's the quarterback before him that we had, the tall white kid?
Cornelius.
Where did Cornelius go to school at?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Somewhere in the States.
Yeah, so it's a big time school where he played big time football. So it was, you could see it. I think he just got in his head a little bit because, it's hard on the quarterback when you ain't winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you ain't winning, everybody's blaming you.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So it's like you got to think about the whole aspect and the carousel of the quarterback. I don't care what you're doing. We need a quarterback to win. That just John can have the best defense in the world, but if you ain't got a quarterback, or you don't even necessarily have the best, you just need a game manager. Prime example. Look at Montreal.
Yeah.
Cody Fajardo, go out there, protect the ball, take it when you got it. Other than that, protect the football. If you don't turn the football over, we got a high percentage of winning. That's what he did. Winning the Grey Cup, he made the few plays he needed to make. They won.
Yep. Well, and that pass at the end, though, that was something else. That was an amazing pass.
But if you look at it, it's a route you've been throwing since it's a 10-yard dig route, 10 to 12-yard dig route. That's the first route you learn to throw when you're a little kid, a dig and an out or a go ball. Keep it simple and make the plays when it presents itself. He didn't have to do nothing special that game.
Yep. Just protect the ball, make it go. Yeah. I can only imagine what Cliffy and Tim are thinking of that at this moment. I'm sure there'll be comments very shortly. That's okay. Sorry, Kayla. I keep stepping on your spot. Yeah.
No, not at all. So we all know the D line is may or may not be like your area of expertise. I don't know. One could say, you know. So anyway, so
Good face.
I'm just adding the biscuits to the tea. Like let's be honest. But anyway, given that the D line that we do have is pretty unproven, what are your thoughts on the progression and what adaptations do you think they're going to have to make to be a successful D line this year?
I mean, playing D line, it just basically come with an attitude, D line and O line, because at the end of the day, if y'all don't play well, y'all getting the finger pointed at first. So it don't matter. If we can't protect the quarterback, guess what? They talking about you first. Even though you don't get no glory when they score touchdowns now, that quarterback getting hit, they pointing at the offensive line first. And with the D line, it just, like I say, I mean, Jones gonna make sure everything's intact because he keeps it simple. Mm-hmm. I don't think a lot of people understand, like, Jones' defense is really simple. All you have to do is know how to communicate and play fast, and you will ball out. Like 80% of his defense gonna go in on day 1 and 2. So the rest of the camp, all you got to do is learn it. You ain't getting nothing new. You're not finna get all these installs. You're gonna have the whole playbook by the first 2 days. And he do it just so he can see who can learn it. Because once you learn it, you start moving, you start playing faster. So his defense always bigger, stronger, faster. And the quicker you can learn the defense, you play even faster. So he gonna keep it simple because, like I said, he got a lot of unproven guys. So he gonna keep it simple, so they can play fast. And like I say, we gonna see the first 4 games what they about. You know, it's gonna take. We can't just go off the first game. Let's give them 4 games to see what the D line about, even the O line, because I want to see how they gonna protect this year too. So, like I say, that's, even though I played D line, that's still my main point of this year. Because if we could protect the quarterback and run the ball, we'll be good. You know, it's, you know, in the summertime, it's like 7-on-7. We just want to throw. So if we can protect the ball and run it a little bit and get us to the winter time, we gonna be good. And I'm saying it right here, right now. Elks is making the playoffs this year.
Oh,
I'm calling the shot right now.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? G-Roy, Chris Jones, I'm letting it know. Y'all gonna get us to the playoffs this year.
If you're on the sidelines at training camp again, I think that would be great motivation. Just saying, Odell. Just saying. I think
I'm gonna be at training camp. You
perfect.
can bet about $1 on that.
Perfect. I just remember hearing your voice. We didn't have to see you. We're just like, Odell's here. That's excellent. Love it.
Yes, I will be here. I will be out there to see my guys and see what's going on. Because like I say, you know, I'm still a part of it. Once an Eskimo, once an Eskimo, always an Eskimo. Until they figure out something with the elk thing, I'll just say, you know, good job.
We'll take it. No, speaking of that, Odell, they haven't announced the coaches yet. Does that seem odd to you that it's already past free agency and they haven't announced the coaches? And also, are you one of them? No, I'm kidding.
Man, you know what? I wouldn't mind being a coach right now, helping Jones.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind because, like I say, I know what he can, what he's capable of when he got the right personnel. And like I say, he been building since he got here, and I feel like I could help him because I know his defense, I know what he wants, I know how he runs stuff. So I feel like I would be a great addition, but it ain't too weird that we ain't announced, because 9 times out of 10 when Jones goes somewhere, you know who he got with him. I mean,
that's true.
We still got we got Jarris, we got Marcus. I mean, he the DC, so all we got to do is find somebody who can coach it up like he wants to, a D-line coach and a DB coach. But other than that, Jones been the DC, so we still intact, so it's not a pressure to announce the coaches. I think it's more of a pressure to get the right coaches because you want the right coaches to develop your talent. You don't want a coach just there to be coaching because, like I say, our D lines are improving. So,
Yeah,
are you
100%.
gonna hire anybody, or you gonna hire somebody to develop them so by mid-season these guys rocking and rolling, or we need to get some new guys in?
Yeah, very, very true. Very true. Now, another just a side point that's going on right now. Obviously, the Elks, they're talking about private ownership, going a different route. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh man, we gotta keep it. We gotta keep it community based, man. That's we can't let one person come take our baby, man.
Now, there's a couple of different things going around with different player groups talking even about owning. Like, what do you feel about that?
Oh no, I let them have that. Nah, they can have that player owners. Nah, we good on that. Like,
I love the frankness. The honesty is refreshing.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Nope. Get a business person. Let them do it.
Yeah, get a business person. Let them do it. We could badly get an ounce in the PA meeting. How we gonna come together and run a team?
That's fair. That's fair. Blake had a question for you, Odell. He was asking, who is the hardest quarterback to play against when you were playing?
Oh man, it'll probably be Henry Burrs or Darian Durant.
Okay.
Because you get to those guys, you be like, man, not how I'm gonna get them down without getting the flag. And they was like strong dudes. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna run, sack him. No, it was like you had to come with a plan to figure out how I'm gonna get this dude on the ground. Like, you get to a Matt Nichols or Caleros, they'll basically give up the sack, like, all right, next play. You get to these guys, they finna spin out, roll out the pocket. Then when you get to them, you hanging on them like a little rag doll, and they still throw the ball for an incomplete pass, and you just like, yo.
Mad respect for those vets.
Yeah, it was a headache playing them two guys.
So I think I know you probably just say that because you didn't often have to play against Michael Riley, right? Like otherwise it would have been Michael Riley because he's hard to bring down because he just runs forever.
Oh, no, see, when playing Mike was just tough, but his thing was Mike, the sacks I got against Mike, he held on to the ball too long, thank God. But I didn't really have no trouble getting those guys down. It was just because Mike, he even though he ran, he was a passer. Durant, no, those guys were passers, but pressure comes, them guys getting on. They getting up out of there, and they runner instincts come in. So it's like, goodness gracious, Mike could take off, but Mike's still looking down the field like who's open. So you could get him, you could snatch him from the side or end up making a tackle from chase him down from the back, pause. And it wasn't that bad, but you get to Henry and you hanging on for dear life. Like, and another one that he didn't play that much, but the times he did play and I did sack, he was a tough cookie too. That boy Adrian McPherson that was in Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious, he looked like a robot, like a Greek god. But I'm just glad we had to stick to Calvillo, because you look at Calvillo and say, boo, he falls. Like,
I have a feeling you got to say boo a lot in your career. That's my guess. I got a couple of stories that I want to hear from you, Odell, but I just want to quickly just say for on roster moves as far as the Elks are concerned, no re-signings. We're still kind of holding out hope for AC Leonard, possibly, because he still hasn't signed anywhere. Not sure if he's going to fit the cap here now, but it would definitely be a good signing. And Elks signed a few players, running back Cameron Peoples, defensive back Brian Hughes Jr., and a wide receiver that when the message came across, it said Jay Franklin, and I got all excited and then realized, it was a wide receiver named John Franklin III and not Fat Franklin, which I would be quite happy if he came back. That'd be fine.
You got Franklin. You got two.
Right. I got no. So I don't know what jersey is he going to wear. Do I get another Franklin? Let's see.
Fair enough.
Right? Come on, Odell.
Yeah, we actually the Franklin guy, ain't that the guy that was on Last Chance U?
What's that?
The John Franklin guy, that was the Last Chance U guy?
That's the last change that I got. Yeah, the last change.
No, the Last Chance U guy.
Oh yeah, he was a Last Chance U. Yes, he was. Yeah. Both him and the court. We brought in the quarterback too. What was the?
Oh dear,
I can't remember his name, but also he was also on Last Chance U. Like I think that's like our third or fourth Last Chance U guy that Jones has brought in. So we'll see if it works. You never know.
Okay, well, guess what? When camp open, I'll be right there to watch it.
That's perfect. We'll sitting up there like, hey, look, there's Odell. Yeah, look, I have his toque. Yeah, it's cool. So we don't have Horde and Tell this evening because Mike, unfortunately, is still on the injured list. He will be back hopefully in a couple of weeks. So I thought we might have a little fun with Horde and Tell this week, the mayor, and just do some stories with the mayor. So we have a couple of questions and you can just tell us your story. I'm going to start with one of tell us your best trash talk or rival story that you had with somebody in the league.
Trash talk or rival. Me and Javon Foyer had that was probably about my biggest rival because like I said, he was a solid old lineman. When in my eyes, it's funny how guys, he's sorry. It's like, hey, this guy won this award. He played this many games, so he must was something. So for me, Javon Foyer is probably my biggest rival. And trash talking wise, I don't think nobody.
Switching to Wi-Fi as we got home. I'm guessing
that defensive back.
Sorry, go back. Who was that? Who is the rival again?
Javon Foyer was probably my biggest rival going up.
Okay.
Against.
And then
trash talker wise was probably Dwight Anderson.
Oh, Dwight Anderson, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's well for me that's throwback. These young kids don't know about young Dwight, boy.
Yeah,
that was the first guy. Like, okay, this guy do not get tired of talking. My goodness, bro. Like, y'all are losing and you still talking. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like. At least if I'm losing, I kind of quiet down. Like, y'all got me this time. But
yeah,
this guy was nonstop. Win, lose, or draw. He talking. I'm just like, this is amazing.
I would not have thought that, but Dwight Anderson. All right, he's the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting to hear like Simone or something because I mean there was. Were you guys on the same team the one year, or did Simone go right as you came? I can't.
He went right as I came.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, because we haven't podcasted since then, congrats to Simone on an amazing career, and I always had good interactions with Simone. I know on the field he can be hit or miss for some people, but I always had good interactions with him. So, Kayla, I highlighted a story for you to ask about.
Oh, sorry, I didn't scroll down that much. Oh, okay.
Surprise!
Oh, yeah. All right. So, what was your strangest on the road story?
Oh, he's carrying his child in. He might have to tell us that story after.
What's considered strange?
What's that?
Dealer's choice.
Yeah, you can whatever you think is strange. Yeah.
All right. Old CFL and new CFL.
Oh.
Oh. You pick, Kayla.
Oh, old.
Man, old CFL when we used to this was back when teams didn't take the private flights.
Okay.
So you would go if the game was on Saturday, you would go Friday, play the game Saturday, and spend the night, and you wouldn't come back till Sunday.
Yep.
So my rookie year, they was like, Rook, you gonna come hang out with the old heads. You gonna come hang out with the old heads. So I'm like, okay, cool. I said, what we doing? They said, we're gonna go get something to eat, and we're gonna go by this little spot. I'm like, okay, I wasn't thinking about what little spot. I'm just like, okay, we're going to eat. So we go to eat. First time eating that cactus. No, the keg. First time eating that
Okay.
keg. I'm like, okay, cool. They was like, all right, we're gonna go relax before the game. I'm like, relax. I'm like, well, we going back to the hotel. It's like, no. We're going to get a massage. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh no. Were you in Montreal?
Yeah.
Okay. I know where this is headed. Yeah.
So I'm like, this don't look like, fellas, this don't look like the normal.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like,
Oh
I
no.
said, I'm gonna pass on this one, guys. That look a little sketchy. No, come on, Rook, you gotta come on. I'm like, nah, this don't look like the. You know what I'm saying? So I left. Hey, stop the taxi right there. Hey, can you take me to the room? I don't know what they finna go do, but I'm going back to my room.
Wow. Wow. That is yeah.
That's the story.
I feel like I feel like it's not out of the norm for that to happen in Montreal. That's my guess.
Oh yeah, Montreal some good times, man. Like I say, and the league was better when you went and spent the night after the game because you got the bond with the other team. You know what I'm saying? I used to be ready for like, oh, after the game, I'm finna take the boys here. We finna go there. And it was almost like a recruiting tool. So you could be like, hey man, hey, contract up next year. This how we get down out here, bro. You need to be out here. So that's a lot of times that's how you got players and others to switch teams. But now it's come in the day before, play the game, back home.
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
Yeah.
Less bonding time, I would think.
Way less
Strange
bonding
bonding time.
No Montreal bonding time.
No
Yeah, exactly.
Montreal. Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, that's a good. Cliffy D is throwing his hands up in the air, saying you are correct. Yes, that's what happens in Montreal. Tell us your favorite training camp story.
Favorite training camp story.
I mean, I know training camp's not everybody's favorite, but still.
I'll probably say my my first year, no, 2014, Jones' first year in Edmonton. And I was just like, man, I done had this guy one time. I hope he's not like he was when I first met him. And when guys, you pay attention, so he's like, okay, Jones, we know he like these big, fast, tall, strong guys. So we gets in training camp. No, actually, it was 2015 because now he done had a whole year. Now 15, he bringing everybody he want.
Yeah.
And we come to camp, and me, JC, Marcus Howard, and Aaron Grimes are the shortest people on defense. And I'm like, that's when Big Willie J come in. You got man, it was so many tall defensive guys. I'm like, yo, we finna get cut by tomorrow, bro. I'm like, these guys bigger than us, they faster than us. But my buddy Marcus Howard like, oh, they can't play football like we do. I'm just like, man, what is that meaning? Like, then you know, as he kept saying, I realized like, okay, we might not be bigger, faster, stronger, but skill wise, we get down. We could pass rush, we could fill gaps, we could play football, and that's basically like what saved me. Because I was like, man, I don't know if I can keep up. I know I'm a vet, supposed little all-star, but these guys he brought in are way better than me right now. Athletic-wise, they are way. Dion Lacey, man, couldn't nobody beat him down the field on kickoff.
That's true. Yeah.
Y'all see what Willie Jaden did over the couple years,
Oh.
so I'm just like, I'm glad they didn't do that when they first got to Edmonton, because I wouldn't be heard of no more.
Well, I think at that point, though, you'd kind of established yourself as part of the core leadership. Like you, JC, Michael Riley, like that was Darius Bowman. Those are the guys that took that team and kind of made everybody work together.
Yeah, but that was offense. Jones don't care about offense. He trusts his coaches and his players. Hey, y'all take care of offense. That's why y'all defense, this is his baby. And I'm just like, we don't fit this mold. I gotta go get some sacks and some tackle for losses because we might not be here if we can't keep up. But like I say, those guys were young, so they leaned on us to learn the game. So it ended up working good because it was like I say, we was the older heads teaching them the game, and they was young heads wanting to learn the game. So like I said, it worked out just as perfect.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, we'll get a couple of fan questions for you here, and then I'll let you head out because you probably have kids to go to bed and all those fun things. Being that it is 9:30. Big Fan 2019 asking, what's the best CFL stadium to play in outside of Edmonton and Calgary?
Saskatchewan.
Yeah. Kind of.
I just wish their fan base was like the old Saskatchewan.
Oh, okay. Like
if they had that Mosaic fan base in that new stadium.
Oh, really?
Man, it'd be lights out. Mosaic. I mean, I love Mosaic. The field was just trash.
Yeah.
But if you take the Mosaic fans and put them in Saskatchewan in that new stadium, man.
Really?
Especially when they cut them lights out and stuff, man. I get chills watching that on the couch. Like, goodness gracious. Same way with Winnipeg. They got it back a little bit, but Winnipeg Vesco still ain't like Catanad ends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't seen the beer snake. You know what I'm saying? Swaggerville we had that thing rocking. Now y'all get these new stadiums and it's not even packed like it used to be. So it's like, what's changing?
Yeah, that's true.
That's them true. 2 stadiums there, boy. Sheesh.
Now, speaking of that, and Big Fan asked this at the same time I was going to ask you, because we haven't had you on since they announced that they were going to have it just in the lower dome for the Commonwealth this year. Do you think that increases the loud, the energy, all that type of stuff, especially as a player, as you're
I mean, yeah, it'll increase the noise, but it's more so to just make the game look full, almost like BC do it.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, it won't make that big of a difference besides the look and the perception of it. But other than that, once we get back to where we was, they'll have to open the top.
Yeah. Then
I promise. There's no question there.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair. All right. Well, Odell, thank you so much for joining us for this evening. I really appreciate it. Thank you for touring us around the compound. Yeah, we
It's
got to go
slick.
check that out for sure. And
Please do.
go get all of our gear over there. Before we let you go, tell us again, plug the Canadian high school showcase. When is it? Where is it? All those types of things. Because the comments that we're getting is, Isaac saying you're the best to help and work with the kids. They're the future of the sport. Leanne saying that there's room for spectators, and yay, my Shamad is going to be there. So she's like road trip. So we've got lots of people who want to take part and see how this is all going. So plug it all again so that everybody knows, and we'll make sure we get that out too.
Okay, well, this is it. March 23rd. Tap in, tune in. The Mayor of Commonwealth and his team will be throwing the first ever Canadian high school football showcase for kids all across Canada, starting from grades 9th grade all the way to 12th, also including first year junior ball players or 1 year removed players from high school. So the spectrum is big. So just come out. Like I said, we have 7 schools from the states coming up to recruit and scout you all. They will not be here just on the 23rd, but they will be here that Wednesday. So we will be going around to schools throughout the city Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to get information, to get everything we need. So when Saturday comes, we already know who's who and who's coming to show out and show up. So like I said, this event's for everybody. If you want to bring your kids, if you just want to come watch yourself, you're more than welcome. We'll have food there. We'll have a DJ there. Like I said, I hope to have you guys there, the Turf District. Like I said, if anybody want to volunteer for this, feel free to send a message, inbox, or whatever. But it's going down March 23rd at the TTC Center. Go to the website, sign up, register. Like I said, we giving out 100 scholarships. Registration is closing soon because, like I said, it's filling up fast. So that's why we giving out 100 scholarships to these kids. All you got to do is go write a 500-word essay about what this means to you. And you can't just put together anything because we have professionals actually checking this. Well, that's on the team that's checking it. So, hey, March 23rd is going down, Canadian High School Football Showcase. It's the first in Canada, and we're bringing it here to your backyard in Edmonton, Alberta.
Outstanding.
Amazing.
Now that is a plug. I tell you,
It's like
it's gonna get you to do a plug for the podcast.
Hey, man, let's work together, man.
I can remember. It's totally what we're going to do. This is amazing. Odell, thank you so much for coming and joining us once again. And again, check out the high school showcase, but check out Athletes Compound as well.
Athletes Compound.
There you go.
3867 Ave. Come see me. Come see the Mayor. One-stop shop, baby.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Odell. We will chat with you very soon, and we will likely see you on the 23rd.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to see y'all. Thank y'all for having me on, man. I love being on here. So anytime y'all need somebody to help y'all co-host the show, just want to bring somebody on for entertainment, I'm always open, and just let me know.
Absolutely. We'll bring you back, man. This was amazing. Thank you.
No problem. And Commish, take a sip of that for me too.
Okay. There we go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Odell. You have a great night.
All right, you have a better one.
Ciao.
Man.
All right.
Oh, Odell is so amazing. I love having him on the show so much. I love his stories. I love seeing the Athletes Compound. I love to see his kids.
It's you know what I love too, like what he is on the field is who he is off the field. Like 100%. His energy is just always the same. Well, not always, but you know what I mean. Like it's pretty consistent, and it's just so fun and lively. And I just remember training camp, we were just like, Odell's here. We just hear him. He was inside that tent, but we're like, Odell is his spirit, like he just like manifested somewhere. Yeah, but oh man, so much fun. I'm excited. I need to check if I have any plans for the 23rd because I really want to go to this thing.
Yeah, me too. And he sent me the link and I looked it all over and I'm like, oh well, this sounds pretty cool. But he 100% sells it even more. I'm very excited about that.
Yes, my calendar is open.
Oh,
Well,
fantastic.
then, Niskay's not far.
Yeah, I know, right? Not far at all. Now, I do want to let everybody know, if you haven't already, please check out our store. It is, let me get the thing up here. We go, zazzle.ca/store/turf_underscore district_shop. Easy for me to say. Check it out. We do actually have new things going in there. We added a new thing this week, which is a you can't catch footballs with your face shot glass. The logo on it. Oh my goodness, Tyler, outdone yourself with that one. So check out the shot glass. You can get it to come on, $10. Like really, nothing.
I'm still gonna petition to have that be your face someday.
Yeah, well, we can. Well, I'll have to talk to Tyler about that. But yeah,
can I throw the ball? Can I?
No.
Throw
I appreciate the offer, but not so much. All right. Well, we've already reached the plugs stage of the show, and then we'll get into a little bit of overtime this evening if people want to stick around, and we can chat a little bit more.
The stout's kicking in now, so
excellent. See, now's the time to have overtime. It's perfect. All right. So make sure that I will once again say follow our friends at Pay It Forward with Football as they continue to spread kindness. And one Quentin Eberts had a birthday this week. Happy birthday, Quentin.
Happy birthday.
And yeah, but follow them because they are spreading kindness, and there's nothing better than spreading kindness. And we need all of that in this world today. Join us in the huddle at the Turf District. That's on Facebook, Twitter, because I'm not kind of calling it X, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And I have a feeling I have a nice little clip from Odell there talking about the Elks making the playoffs. That is 100% going on TikTok. So you can watch that one. He's calling it now. I'm going to put it out there, and then we're going to prove he's right before the end of the year. Commissioner, where does everybody find you?
Well, you can at me. I won't respond for a while. I'm on a break, okay?
All right.
No, just all jokes aside, on Twitter at Just Lombardi. I will be back around training camp, just taking a little bit of a break for right now. But yeah, go ahead.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Of course, follow our good friend Superfan Mike at 56 Parkies and the history at EDMHISTOREE. Mike has a couple of amazing hoard items that he will be bringing in once he is feeling better and being able to be part of the show. So we're excited about that. So stay tuned. We will have more of that before too terribly long. And of course, you can follow me at Freepalicious if you feel like it. Whatever.
Why not?
Yeah. Whatever.
You might be able to see what the Freep is all about.
You might be able to see that. You're probably going to see my Lego builds like this one right here, which is the start of the Atari 2600. Look, it's like an actual cartridge.
Okay. It's
pretty cool, right?
Don't get upset with me, but it took me, I was like, is that like the Atari of the video game?
Oh my. And that's the end of the show. Okay, let's kick off. It's fine. We can. It's fine.
Just want to make. I just had to like take a pause because I wasn't 100% sure.
It's fair enough. That's what you can find on mine. So every now and again there's some football stuff, but mostly it's Lego and that type of thing. Yeah, pretty much. Nerd stuff. Yeah. All right. If you are on YouTube Live, stick around. We will be back right momentarily with some overtime. Otherwise, we will be back in a couple of weeks. We're looking at bringing in a couple of different guests over the next little while to chat with, hopefully a current player before too terribly long.
I think that's funny. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I think we could probably make that happen. And we have a couple other ideas on some people coming in. So join us in a couple of weeks when we are back with the show. And so for Commissioner Kayla and Superfan Mike, I'm Andrew. Remember, you can't catch footballs with your face, and we will absolutely talk to you in 2 weeks.
go anywhere. It's overtime.
And we are back for overtime. That was hilarious, Kayla. The entire time I was trying to get your attention to say, "Are you good to go?" You didn't look at the bottom. You must have it full screen. Do you
I
have it
have
full
it full
screen?
screen.
Oh, that's why. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't see me at all. Like
No.
dancing, trying to get
I'm
your
just like,
attention. I'm like, what is going on here? She's not paying attention at all. Before
alive.
we get too far, Cliffy did say it was a very classy sip because you don't chug stout. So that was very
Says
good.
who?
Cliffy D said that. So that was good. And so I thought I'd let you know. Right?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll pick
You know,
you up.
Cliffy likes you. Blake is the store. When's my stuff coming? Very soon. We're gotta still work on our designs, man. We gotta
Yeah,
make sure
man.
this is special.
Yeah, man. Relax.
Special things. Okay. Big fan 2019 saying phone cases would be amazing. Working on a design for that to make it actually work properly. And the one thing with phone cases is that there's like 8 million different sizes of phones, so it does make it a little bit harder, but we're working on that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to scroll back and see if there was other questions for us. If you guys have any questions for us, throw them into the chat, any chat on any device that you are watching on, and we will be able to grab it and put it up on the screen and talk about it. So at the beginning of the show, while we were doing the about to start, all the mics were unmuted and everybody could hear us. So Kyle said the super professional is not why we are here. And I said, thank you.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that. But I have to admit, when I played the intro tonight, I was thinking like, oh, this is an Odell intro. Like it's
good stuff.
Right. Tyler did so good on that. It just makes me so happy. Like it's
can't help it when you're like, bang 'em, woo, bang 'em, woo. Yeah, every time.
There's the next part that I cut out and put that on. Oh my. Okay, so let's see. What is the next ones that we had in here? One of the things that was being asked here. Okay. Have we started the tailgate menu? Yes. It is almost finalized. Mike was working on a couple of things just to see that if he could tweak some recipes and try to make sure that we kind of get the dates all lined up. But yes, the tailgate menu will likely come in April-ish. We'll have some new items in the store that will come around April-ish and new things that are coming for the tailgate this year. So I'm excited about the tailgate, actually. I love the new spot. We haven't found out where our spots are in the new lot yet. I'm hoping that we get that information fairly soon. But and Kamish, I'm assuming you're still going to come and join us.
No, I'm opting out this year.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Of course. Although when I found out the pricing, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my original plan.
And run over. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and just run over.
Once we get everything started. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that a couple of questions I've been asking or getting a couple of questions about are we going to be in like the premium spots or the standard spots? We'll probably be in standard spots. For us, the green berm behind is nice, but we just couldn't make it swing so well because we have a lot of our football family that kind of want to be in the same area as us. So if we all went with the standard, there's a good chance that we can get, Janelle near us. We can get Chad near us. Barry, who's been our tailgate neighbor since we started tailgating. So we kind of want to, Chris hopefully nearby. So we can have everybody kind of together. And I think that's really what the plan is. So that's what we're shooting for anyway.
Do they give you kind of an outline of potential spots where you could be, or is it just a free for all? Like, can you submit an option? Like, hey.
Yeah, there was when we did the when you filled in the form for it, we could put in, we would like to have like number 1 choice, number 2 choice, number 3
Oh,
choice
okay.
spots. And then underneath you had a spot where you could be like, okay, who do you want to be beside? And, or who, or, is there special requests? And I know for both Mike and I, it was like, well, we have to be beside each other because we do it with the podcast.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that will carry a bit of weight. And then we said, and then our other football family, all those people I just listed, would like to be in the same area. So hopefully that will be the case.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
should be good.
very curious to see how it's gonna all look.
Oh, I know. I think they're going to jazz it up a bit. Like, I think
Oh,
there's going to
okay.
be some, I think it'll be pretty cool. Although I don't know, other than the fact that I love where the stage is, like they put the stage in that top, kind of northwest corner, off the berm.
Okay.
And it does take us a little bit away from there. So, because my guess is that Spirit of Edmonton will be right in that area.
Right. Okay.
So we'll have to jog a little bit to go visit Jerry, but that's okay. It's worth the jog because not only is it Jerry, but there's also Sluice Juice, so it's totally worth the jog over. But I do like how they've set that up so that it does kind of make it this nice contained space with all of these spots. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
The
So
only bummer I have is our seats were like right in the entryway, like right
well,
outside tailgate. So that's the only
for
bummer.
for you, yes. For me, in the new spot, they're right where they are. I know. I'm like, that actually got closer to my seats.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is great.
So that would be pretty cool.
I gotta
Yeah.
make my way over. Oh, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, but see, you're having to do what I've had to do for the last 4 years, which is to go in and then walk
Do you
all
remember
longer
where I
than that.
used to sit? On the opposite side, upper
I
deck.
do. I know. I know. And then you got smart and you came to the west side and all is good.
Well, I was a nomad for a little bit, let's be honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
Yeah.
then I did get smart well, was I smart last year? I don't know.
Yes.
Some
100%.
would say I was not, so
Well, I mean, I can't account for your tailgatiness, but I can account for the fact that
I made some friends last year.
right? So much fun. So much fun. Tim Capper saying, yo, sorry I'm late. It's good to see you too. It's good to see you in the chat, Mr.
Absolutely.
Capper, and seeing Mr. Cliffy in the chat as well. Leanne had a comment here. So about that ownership, we know where Odell stands. I'm kind of sold on the Garrick Jones and Company bid. What happens if we get a private owner and it doesn't work out? Can it go back to community owned? Excellent question. My guess is no. Once we go private, it would be private. So it would go to a next owner, would go to whoever that next owner is. And I've watched the stuff with Garrick, and I totally understand the hype. I get it. My thing is that and I'm not saying they don't have a plan. I think they do have a plan. It's the execution for the people who aren't regularly in business already, and I don't know how that goes, especially when you have 8 or 9 people that all have a voice. One of the things that happens even with the community team is that we have this board of directors and they all kind of have a voice, right? And I don't know. I don't know how. I like some of the ideas. I love some of the ideas. I just, for me at this particular moment, and to be fair, I don't know all the details, but it's like there's some substance missing somewhere, and I don't know what it is. And going really public before the chance to kind of just settle that as a business deal behind closed doors, I'm not sure where I stand on that. I'm not sure how comfortable now, because there's so many people that I know in that group. You see Garrick Jones, you see Adam Rita, you see Damon Allen. You're like, oh, okay, like these are names I know, and that's exciting. right?
It's the heart. It's the heart behind it.
Right. Well, and the heart is there. My worry is the the business plan part, and that's the part that's hard, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course, Fred Stamps. Yes, I know, because Kamish watched it and said that. Oh, Fred Stamps is there. Yeah. So there are some amazing players in that group, but I don't know if that equates to a long-term business plan
Yeah.
success.
Yeah.
And I think our biggest worry right now, being where we're at, is we need the influx of a lot of cash, really. And we need to have owners that are prepared to lose for a couple of years to build
Yeah.
and like put some money into it to make this be as big as it can be. And that's the and I don't know what the other offers on the table are, so you can't really say, oh well, this is the one, if you don't know what the others are. So that's kind of where I stand on it right now. But I know you watched the video, commission, you were excited too.
Well, I find it interesting because I like there's some really good points, and the reason why I said it's the heart of the issue is because they look at it from a different perspective, so they care about it from a different perspective. Like when
Sure.
it's
Yep.
when it's the business side, you care about the business and you care about like whether or not it's generating an income, and do you have that income to shell out for a few years, like you said. Do you have that stability to do so? Like that's the business side. And sometimes you lose the heart of the matter too, which can also become an issue if you're just
Yes.
going at it strictly for financial purposes, right? Like it just becomes a corporate, you kind of become a shell, like
Right. I get
living in
it.
the
Yeah.
corporate world, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I found it interesting. And I like to have those varying opinions of where you're coming from. And one of the fears of privatization is because it's that one person dictating. And
Right.
now, can you entrust an organization that is so full of enriched history and has been one of the faces of the CFL for a very long time and has been a pivotal area or a pivotal team in the community
Hmm.
for a very long time? I know we live in a very hockey centric city where it's all about the Oilers, but when you look at the community, the other side of it, what the organizations do within the community, and it's more of a humble, I think,
Right.
cause than the Oilers. Like that's just my opinion. Um, but yeah, so going privately, one ownership, potentially, like you could lose that community aspect of it. Like if you don't choose the right person, but who choose it? It's I mean, it's such a
Yeah.
nuanced situation and there's so many factors to look into it. Like I don't know business. I just know what kind of company I work for,
Right.
and
Okay.
you look at it and it wouldn't work in a football. It just would not work in a football
Right.
structure, right? So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm not pulled in any direction because I don't understand the business complexities of it. But what gets me is the heart and how much you can see that they care. They care
Yes.
about where this organization is going, where it's been.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. And I think if well, and the I guess the couple of examples that I'll use with being in a different scenario where it's one person or maybe a couple of people, and this is one of the reasons that I trust Rick with being part of this so much, is that he was part of the people that brought in Amar Doman in
mhm,
BC. And there's a
mhm,
guy
yeah,
who has the heart, who
mhm,
has the football
yep,
experience, who has the connection to the team and the want for the
yep,
team to do really well. He also has the cash and he knows business.
yep,
So and I understand that there isn't just an Amar Doman hanging around at every corner for sure, but I feel confident that those types of things, that there is going to be a person that is like that, that
yeah,
has and those are the things that they're going to be looking at. It's not just going to be one bit of the bid. It's going to be like, give me your whole bid and you give me your whole bid, and we'll make a decision. So I feel pretty confident in the committee that is working that. So now, I don't know anything about any other offers other than the Garrick Jones group, and that's because they are very public about it, right up front. So
Do you think
that
that's
makes a difference
to their advantage or detriment, or maybe a bit of both?
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that getting fan support is great. Because we're changing we're changing the team pretty significantly behind the scenes, where it's not the community owned and we're going to a private ownership. So having the fans on board with who that is or what group that is 100% makes a ton of sense, right? But are they kind of burying the lead because they're talking to fans and who maybe aren't doing the business side? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And then,
Yeah.
okay, so, and the fans get all hyped up and they're like, yes, like this sounds great and all these things, but what is the plan?
Yeah. Very surface level excitement, or like momentum.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the other part of that is, and I don't know any of this, but I would think that a committee might also be looking at it like, okay, if you have a solid plan, why do you feel you have to drum up all the fan support? Right? Like, it could work for and against you.
Yeah,
and I don't really know. I don't know the players on the committee well enough to be able to know that, but I do know that it may work one way or the other.
Yeah.
So, but Garrick is a very demonstrative guy. He's really passionate, and I love that part. I 100% love that part.
Yeah.
And I know for you it's Fred Stamps, but for me, I see Damon Allen sitting on that group, and I see, like I said, Damon Allen, Adam Rita, and to me, those are massive names in the CFL.
Well, it's the whole
Right?
group of guys too.
Oh,
I mean,
it's not
Calvin
just
was
them,
on.
but
Yeah, Calvin was on the chatting. I don't know if he would be in a part of the buying. I'm not sure, but just to see, like, even for me, I was like, oh my god, like, I know those faces. Fred Stamps wasn't a face; he was a voice, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers.
One day he will be on the show.
No.
One day it'll be
No.
Fred Stamps Day, and we'll just yep.
I'm fine. I did that whole like retirement thing. I got pictures. I got up close.
Good.
That's all I need. I'm good.
That's it. Okay.
I'm good.
I see Leanne asking, is there a deadline for the decision for the ownership? And we did ask Rick that before, and he said no. The deadline is when they find the right fit.
I like that.
Now, he did also say in his press conference that they had enough to run the team for this year, and next year might be difficult. So yeah, I would take a big sip of that stout right about now. So just to say that to me, that seems a little bit that's a little ominous. And so I feel like they are going to want to put something in place sooner rather than later, but they don't want to rush it and pick something that's the wrong choice. So
we're already in a hole.
Tim and Cliff can help me out with this, but I think that they announced the sale of the Alouettes. I think it was a month before training camp last year to PKP. But I would think that they would want to announce something prior to training camp, if at all possible, if they can find something that works. And that's why they started the process in December and talking about it in December. But I think if they don't, we might not hear anything until fall. Like, possibly not until even after the season. because they don't want that to be the distraction as compared to what's on the field.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We have enough to worry about on the field.
Yeah. You don't say. You don't say. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, there you go. Tim said it was March 10th of 2023. So, so we're obviously coming into March. We haven't heard anything as of yet, but so that's what, 2 months ish. March, April, May. Yeah, about 2 months ish beforehand. So we could. I haven't heard anything on or off the record that says that they're anywhere near any kind of deal. So
Right.
I don't know where that stands at this particular moment. And thank you, Tim, for helping out with the quick answer. I appreciate that. Couple of times here, big fan 2019 saying the Oilers Entertainment Group as an option to buy the team, or the Stingers Entertainment Group. So I don't know. My feeling on the Kate's group is that what we were just talking about the heart and knowing the team and wanting it to be in the community and doing all that would not be there. Yeah. So I'm not saying it's not a possibility. I'm just saying that I think that if they do that, the Elks get buried as the redheaded stepchild. Like
pretty much, yeah. I just don't feel like it would be a good fit personally.
Yeah, that's my and I think you lose that what we were just talking about with Amar Doman, what we were talking about with the what's the guy's name in Hamilton? My brain just shut off.
Michael
Bob, Builder Bob. Yeah.
Bob. Oh,
yeah.
Right. That guy. Isn't he
like
housekeeper Bob? No, what is this?
no,
there's what is this? He has a nickname.
Well, it's gonna Bob Young. Thank you, Todd Silva. That's very good. I knew I couldn't remember his name.
His name.
Yeah, it's not it's not housekeeper. Yeah.
No, it was
but, yeah. I know there's also, but I always know him as Builder Bob. That's what I call it.
Oh,
Caretaker Bob. There you go, Jerry.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Close enough.
Boy, listen to the Turf District podcast for all of the great information that we have for across the league. When both of our brains shut off. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, when Odell got in his car, my brain completely shut off on those questions because I'm like, am I gonna be complicit if an accident happens right now?
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, do you want to call us back? Like we could take a break and bring it anyway. Okay.
Awkward.
Now I don't know enough about the Stingers Entertainment Group. Obviously I love the way they run the Stingers. And they understand that community side of that. So but also do they have the funds that would need to go into a CFL team that's going to need a little more funds involved. So
yeah. And not only like a little bit more attention too, right? Like you want to keep I love the Stingers and I love you said, what they've done. They're very grassroots, very aligned with I feel like with the CFL, very Canadian, very much its own game. I really appreciate what they've done within their own communities, with the league, with the fans. My adoration for CBL or you know. But with where the Elks stand right now, I think they just need all the attention.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And I do want to get to at least one, if not a couple of those basketball games with you this year, because I would love to experience it with you.
Have you yet?
I have. I think I've gone to one game, but I don't think I've gone to a game with you. So I want to go with you and see that, because I think you would make it very fun.
I do make it fun.
Yeah. I'm excited. Do you get tailgaty at basketball games too, or do you just
define tailgater?
What, Janelle hasn't defined it for you enough? Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, that is she has her own tailgating.
Oh, that is different.
Yeah,
I think.
no one can compete with Janelle's tailgating.
Nor should they.
Yeah.
That's very true.
No.
All right. Well, hopefully, I did try. I mean, I did put out a tweet on Monday saying, not to be pushy, but it would be great to announce the coaches so that we could have talked about it. But nothing as of yet. So
that's all right.
Maybe we will hear before the next time we record, which is in 2 weeks, and then we could have one of those coaches on the show, and we could just talk about it. Please let it be AJ Guess. I would like him to come back on the show. That'd be great.
Just email him.
Come on, AJ. Come on. Now's the time. Actually, we could probably get him right now because it'd be easier than as soon as the Bears season starts. Forget it. There's no AJ going on. We were lucky to get Rick Walters that one night, but I think they traded or something. That's how that worked. So
yeah, that's gonna be a tough sell there, Andrew. I think that man loves his Golden Bears.
He sure does.
Yeah.
He sure does. But come on, but DJ, I want to talk to you all the time. That'd be great. Yeah,
that's why.
Has nothing. No.
Yeah, you're all right as a coach, but really.
No, but really. No, but really.
No, but really.
It would be amazing. Yeah. That would be very, very cool. All right.
Show this off before we leave. Like, look how cool.
Look at how fancy that is. Wow.
Oh, you can't turn green. Okay, I'll lift it back. Oh,
nice Argos mic. That's great. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, there. That's a little better. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I hope that, although it's blocking my.
Sounded good. Oh, it was blocking. Oh, mine's blocked too. Well, you got to see it at the.
I can see the turf district. There it is.
There it is. Yep. Get yours in the store today. Where's the banner? There it is. Zazzle.ca/store/turf_district_shop.
Wow.
Undercore. I can't say underscore at all today. I am this head cold's killing me. I'm finding a way through, but it was my tea helped. That was good. The logo was there. You can kind of see the logo.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But then once you put hot water in it, it's like whoosh, it's all.
I still love these ones.
Yeah, those ones are pretty awesome. We'll have some of those probably going in the shop here before too long because I did like those as well. So
I feel like we're just chatting a whole lot. Is anyone even asking questions? Sorry for that.
We did have a couple there. Yeah. Tim Capper saying that I have the multicolored lights for our next pod broadcast. Ooh. And when is the next Flight Deck podcast broadcast, you may ask? And my guess would be probably Thursday night.
Same week as us? It's every 2 weeks, right?
I think so. Should be pretty quick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Leanne saying, look, now this is what I like to see. Oh, tomorrow for Tim Capper. That's fantastic. But look, this is what I want to see. Ooh, Father's Day merch. Great idea. Good. I give you a good deal. I will. I'll have to set up a Father's Day coupon code.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Ooh, it's June, isn't it? You'd think I'd know when Father's Day is. I've been done it for a number of years, but still.
Yeah.
Not really supposed to pay attention. They're supposed to tell me when it happens, and I'm just like, great, good. Do I get to sleep in that day? Sweet.
You don't rely on other people. Why do you think I plan my birthdays?
Because it's in January and everybody's busy after Christmas.
No, everyone's broke after Christmas. They've got nothing going on. They're just broke.
Well, I'd just like to say that if you plan your own birthdays, I'm very offended that you haven't invited me.
Come next time. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I go to the mountains every year. If you want to show up, that's fine. But
all right,
I don't have time to deal with people's.
I have to show up in the mountains. Oh,
yeah,
that'd be cool. All right then. Okay, I'll see what I can do. We also so here Leanne saying Kayla and I get ripped off because they both have January birthdays. See, Yeah, well, sorry.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's why I have November. I
That's
hit it before the big rush. It's really
well, that's
good.
why January babies are the best because we're so humble. We're like, yeah, it's fine. We'll just do
Is
it.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw you
Okay.
all. We'll just do it. I hate you. I hate you anyway. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
No, I didn't sense that at all. Yeah, I didn't sense that at all. All right, so 2 weeks before we are back, once again, please give us some ideas on who you would like to see on the show. Who would you like to hear from? Odell obviously is an amazing guest, and we plan on having him back throughout the season. We do need to. Sorry, Cliffy said, "So pleasant." That's if you know, you know. And we need to get Odell back. We need to get JMO back. We
There's a lot
need
of people we
to
need to
get Eddie Steele back, of course. We will make
Yeah.
sure that we get Morley and Dave back. Oh, Leanne saying, how about Shamad? Oh, we haven't had Shamad on the show yet. Maybe I think we know somebody who can help us with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, see if we can find out. All right. Canadian High School Football Showcase. Make sure that you check that out on March the 23rd. The website is chsfs.ca, and they will have more information on Thursday if you have somebody who wants to write the essay and possibly go on a scholarship. That would be amazing. Yes, we have lots of good guests that we've had on before that we will get back. We want to get some new ones. Of course, Fred Stamps. We need to get him on, right, Kayla?
No.
Yeah. Come
There's
on.
a few that have been hard enough. I'm not doing Fred Stabs.
All right. Although we've mentioned him a few times tonight. What about Damon Allen? We could have Damon Allen on the show.
That'd be cool.
That'd be dope. Cool. I was watching the 93 1993 games the other night while I was building my Lego, and it's that team. Oh my goodness, it was, man, so many players like Willie Pless, Damon Allen, Larry Ruck, Jed Roberts. Like there's just like, it was a stacked team. It was so much fun. So
are these on the YouTubes?
No.
Oh, right.
Well, there's one. Yeah, one was on the YouTubes.
One
is I have a connection that I get to watch a few games. So I was just watching it. It was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. You may know him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Slightly.
Yeah. So yeah, it's awesome. Oh God, I love those. I love watching those old ones, especially when they trounced Saskatchewan 38-3. Oh, it's lovely.
It's always a good time.
Right?
Always. Oh yeah, I remember.
It's amazing.
Some of those days back when.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be good. Big fans suggesting try and get the CFL commissioner. We haven't had Randy on for a couple of years, so we could probably make that happen before too long. So I will try and make that happen for you, big fan. It's the only part about that is hard is that it'll be like 10:30 his time when we're recording.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see, but we might be able to do a pre-record on that one and get him on the show. So we will work on that one as well. But so thank you everybody for joining us this evening. It was amazing to have you all on again. And again, thank you to Odell. Make sure you're following him at Country Cane with K's and not C's. And he is yep, he's a fun follow, and he's got lots of big plans for these kids. So support that as best you can. Kamish, where does everybody find you again?
On Twitter at Duchess Lombardi.
Perfect. Follow Superfan Mike at 56 Parkies and the history at EDMHISTOREE. And you can find me at Free Policious and the show at the Turf District on all of your different social channels. So once again, thank you for joining us. For Superfan Mike and Commissioner Kayla, I'm Andrew. Remember, you can't catch footballs with your face, and we will absolutely talk to you not next week, 2 weeks. Yeah. Ciao.